watching a live-streamed concert by her favorite rap artist. When the station request popped up on her console, she opened it once, glanced at the voting summary, and, without even reading the contents of the file, rejected it with a single, casual tap. 8 hours had passed since the vote. During that time, Darin had kept his instruments running, taking measurement after measurement, tracking the situation without a pause. When he examined the latest data, he saw that the deviation in the moon's orbital oscillation was, each time, producing parabolic bends larger than he had expected. Meanwhile, in the other units, most observers had already entrusted the routine data stream to automatic systems. As long as the models were not updated and the threshold values were not officially crossed, no one was going to notice that something had gone wrong. And by the time they did, it would already be far too late. For that reason, Darin moved immediately. He was now fully convinced that the true source of the anomaly was the massive collapse crater opened by the blast, and the chain of subsurface cave-ins it had triggered beneath it. This time, he refused to leave anything to chance. He prepared a new, top priority, emergency dossier that did not only describe the orbital deviation, but also mapped the collapse geometry, quantified the mass shift, and outlined long-term risk scenarios. He sent the file back to the Council with a formal request for a full evaluation meeting. In the request section, it was stated explicitly that the matter should be officially escalated to the Lunar UN Senator. When the meeting ended, most of the Council still had not managed to step out from under the shadow of their previous decision. The possibility that their earlier rejection might be proven wrong gnawed at their pride, and Darin's warning still sounded to them too theoretical, too far-fetched. So they ruled that the deviation was still a negligible figure, and that linking it to mining activity, let alone taking immediate action, should be considered exaggerated and unnecessary. Simply keeping the relevant values under passive observation for a few more days was deemed sufficient. Even so, Darin's detailed calculations and his new collapse crater model were enough to open a fine crack in the certainty of a few members. In the vote that followed, the minority in his favor only just cleared the critical threshold. Under the procedure, once support rises above 30%, the majority decision formally remains in force,